First of all, I got the news itself only from the corporation office and from the health department. So I got my result at about 11. Immediately by about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, we had the corporation guys come in and sterilize the whole place because ours is an independent house. We got it fully sterilized outside and inside. The room that I've been in and the room that I'm going to be in. The health department came and checked the quarantine facility, took the details of all the family members, and they were very concerned. I think both of them. Next day, the barricade was installed outside the house. A notice was also put out. Also, the next day, I kept getting calls again from the corporation office, again from the health department, even from the police station to call and check whether I'm okay, that I've opted for a home quarantine. What am I going to be doing? Who is my doctor? Do I need assistance? And who to call if I need assistance with regard to hospital? How to check which hospital I can get into, whether it's private or public? How are they taking care of me at home? How's my mental health? We had so many people call me. After a point, it was very overwhelming because I didn't know how to react initially. And I think they did pretty decent at contact tracing also. They took all the details of where I've been to, what I've done, and who I've been in contact with. I think that was really useful. So there's a lot of perception of COVID patients, whether we should tell somebody or whether we should not tell somebody. How will people react if we tell them? Will they treat us differently? And all that. And I also didn't want to keep talking about the same thing. In the sense, I knew I was already COVID positive, but I didn't want to keep talking about the process over and over again because I had already not digested it in my mind. But I should say that whoever I've told to have been extremely supportive, whether it's video calls or playing games online or telling me what to watch and watching it with me, suggesting books to read or workouts that you can do together. Because whenever I feel low, very dull and upset, I've always had somebody to talk to, which is, I think, really, really important. I have to talk about mental health because that is really, really important. That's one of the reasons why I decided to make this video. I am a very jovial, very people person, and it's very difficult for me to stay alone. I've never slept alone almost ever in my life because I don't like it. I don't enjoy it also. I've always had my brother or my parents or my husband or my friends or cousins or somebody who's there in the house or with me. So having one separate room and bathroom and one place to myself was like very, very scary to say the least. And I'm very scared of the dark. So I had been very anxious throughout about how am I going to stay alone? How am I going to get through these 14 days? Sleeping at night was very, very difficult for me because it was too dark. I was alone. I was feeling lonely. It was a very, very scary time. I tried to keep myself positive by watching some series or watching some movie or reading something, anything basically to take my mind off. I think that helped, but I still couldn't sleep. It's been about 22 days since I actually slept in the night. I mean, I usually wait for about like 5 o'clock, 5:30. I know it sounds crazy, but that was the only thing that I could do. The sun would rise and then I would go to sleep for about 3 hours and then get up for breakfast. Thankfully, I didn't feel sleepy through the day. If I did, I would sleep for 1 hour in the noon, but night was very difficult for me. You have to be mentally detached about this. You cannot be emotional. I am generally a very, very emotional person. I consciously made a decision that I should not get affected by this mentally and I should detach myself from getting paranoid because that's not going to help you. It's just going to make the situation worse because I believe in mind over body and I wanted to keep telling myself that I'm okay and I'm going to get over this. I'm going to get over this. It's just a matter of 14 days and it'll get better. People will say try to be productive, engage yourself with something important, do your work and stuff. I run a business, but I had zero motivation to work towards it. I did write some content and do some work that I needed to do. I couldn't push myself to do a lot. I kept thinking about why I'm not doing it. I should do it. I started feeling bad about it. Then I realized that I need to let go and just do what I can do and not bother about what I should be doing because 14 days alone as it is hard. Just do whatever you can do. I definitely didn't give up on 2-3 things. I tried to achieve at least 6,000 to 8,000 steps a day. I did at least like 30-minute to 1 hour workout depending on my mood each day. Also, I had to push myself into a basic routine because I had to clean myself. I had to wash my utensils myself. I had to clean the bathroom and wash my clothes. I tried to keep giving myself a relaxation by doing a face mask or a movie or a video call or something like that. A lot of people suggest that you should take the second test on the 10th day or the 12th day if you're asymptomatic. I would highly recommend you take it after day 15 because I took my test on the 12th day as suggested by everybody, and I still ended up testing positive, which was the most horrific, most irritating, annoying thing that could happen, because you've been thinking and mentally controlling yourself that okay, it's going to be 14 days, it's going to be 14 days, you're not going to go past that. And I still got my result on the 14th day that I'm positive again, and I need to sustain it for another 7 to 8 days. I can't even begin to tell you how bad I felt. Another 7 days, what am I going to do? Plus, am I having some symptoms that I didn't know of? Am I doing something wrong? Should I get hospitalized? So many things were running in my mind. As again, I was asymptomatic and I kept taking my medicines and monitoring my temperature and my oxygen levels. I was given a change in medication, which I think really helped. I took HCQ, a total of 400 mg, morning and night for 5 days. Half a dolo in the morning and half a dolo in the night. Also Stobel, which is an Ayurvedic cough syrup, though I didn't have cough, just as a precaution. 1 spoon in the morning and 1 spoon in the night. This was advised by my doctor. Also, I took 2 Ayurveda medicines and I did a couple of acupressure points, which I can talk about if you're interested. The bigger issue for me was the side effects of the medicine. HCQ causes palpitation, diarrhea, vomiting. So I had diarrhea issues, heavy palpitation, which I was really worried about, a hair fall, which I am still paranoid about. Anyhow, the thing that I was asked to do for HCQ is increase my pranayama practice. I had to do it every 3 hours. It really helped control my palpitation and my anxiety. Another annoying side effect of HCQ that I've heard of from my doctors is that if you're trying to get pregnant, you shouldn't be taking HCQ. I still need to find out more details about it because the effects last for about 2-3 months is what I've heard. I was asked to take the third test on the 21st day. I decided to wait for 2 more days and I took it on the 23rd day just for safety. We also got the elders in the house who were tested and thankfully they tested negative. So I took the test and the next day morning at 11 or 12 I think we got the mail that it's negative finally. So I've recovered now and I've just gone back to my room. It feels unbelievable. I can't really express how happy I am that I got through this. So the things advised by the doctor post my COVID negative test is that if at all I'm going out, I need to come back home and bathe in hot water, wash my clothes immediately, do a salt water gargle. These are the 3 basic things that I'm supposed to do before I get to do anything at home. I just wanted to send out information, good vibes, and assure you that yes, it's possible to handle it at home. I'm lucky that I was asymptomatic and I truly didn't have any symptoms throughout. I'm glad that I'm able to share this information with you guys. I genuinely hope it helps. And again, I want to thank my family and friends because without them, I don't think I could have been half as confident as I am now. Any other stuff or even just moral support or if you want somebody to talk to, please feel free to DM me. We can get in touch. Thank you.